Okay guys, hello everyone. Can you hear me? Okay, very nice. Obviously, first of all, I want to say thank you to everyone who's watching the videos. It's really fun for me. So I thought, why not review your own account to show you why I built some monsters, how I built them, and yeah, what the reason was behind this monster, what I was hoping or thinking what I get from it. Then yeah, obviously we can check my arena team, my arena defense, my CVC teams, my whatever, Titan teams, everything. So yeah, let's directly start with the first monster. This is the Yuki. I obviously built her because of Titans. She's only super Evo because of her story, since I'm part of it. It's like a discussion between me and Yuki. So I wanted to appreciate it. So I gave her some books and the Super Evolution. In general, the Fire Yuki, in my opinion, is best used in Titan. Obviously, if you have her as a Super Evo, you can see her stats are really high. Like 30k HP, 3.4k attack, and 2.5k defense. This is obviously a lot. A decent leader skill. So yeah, as I'm using her for Titans, I gave her an HP defense build with, if possible, as much substats that you can get. It don't really has to be resistance. Like, if you are getting taunted, she will exactly do the same as she's meant to be with the active. So focus on getting some stats. Obviously, getting more defense is really good, but other stats are totally fine. You don't have to use the highest gem quality for her. Just make sure you just get some substats. Like, you can see some attack. Obviously the defense is needed, and yeah, the other two stats are not that much important. The second one is an HP gem. Yeah, as you can see, substats are really not that good, just some defense. And the third one is the defense gem. Normally you want to try to get as much HP from subs here, but other stats are totally fine. As you can see, crit rate, resistance, attack, crit damage. Just a gem that you might not want to use on a real attacker. It's a decent one, but obviously crit damage is missing. It's only 2 decent rolls. Crit damage isn't the best. So yeah, if you have any questions, just ask them. So I only use her for Titans. Like that, if you have some decent resistance, you can use her in CVC as well as a bait for these water monsters that are trying to debuff you. I think the best example would be the Water Sura. if she's on max resistance, she's not getting any damage from the Sura, while you can focus other monsters. So yeah, I'm using her only for Titans. The Fire Leo, as you can see, he has no gems at the moment. It's just some placeholder, and the gems are not that bad. As you can see, if this one might roll another attack, it's not a bad gem. Obviously not a good one as well. I probably have some better ones here somewhere. I think this one is already better if it's not rolling into attack. Yeah, that's it. Then I have an attack gem. As you can see, another mediocre gem. Like some crit rate, some HP, some resistance. Nothing that I seriously want to use. And another attack gem with nothing special. This is one of the first monsters that I was able to Evo 3. At the beginning I was kinda lucky with the gems. Obviously the month after that not that much. But yeah, when I had him at Evo 3 and level 60 already had a Ruin set on crit rate, attack, HP. And yeah, he was able... It was the meta with Perth, Valk, Arthas, and he was able to nearly one-hit every Valk that I was facing. So yeah, in general, Leo is really, really strong in my opinion. You can use him in Titans, you can use him in the arena, you can use him in CVC. If you need to clear stuff, you can use him. He is pretty decent for dragons. Like this Hunter, increased critical hit damage by 50%. It's not really 50%. It don't mean that the crit damage is like 100%. The Hunter is calculated after the crit damage. Therefore it's, I think we talked about it, it's around 75% real crit damage added. Like here, crit damage, 75%. So he's really strong. But I don't use him anymore. I might use him again, I don't know. Then we have the Wukong. Let's go for the gems. An HP gem with crit rate and a lot of crit damage. An attack gem that is not that good. I would like to change that gem, but at the moment I don't have a better one. As you can see, there is no better attack gem, so this is okay, but not special. 7% crit rate, 12% crit damage, and 14% defense. It's okay. That's a bit above 30% useful substats. That's okay. Then I have the crit rate gem, so he's on HP attack crit rate. This one has some attack, some crit damage, lots of defense and some HP, so these are all usable substats, which makes this gem really good. So in the end he has like 85% crit rate, around the same crit damage as if he would be on a Ruin set, some defense, some attack and some HP. This one is really surviving for a long time and is the leader of my back right side with the Fire Shino, the Cupid and the Cura. Obviously you can use him for other content as well. For example, I'm using him for Dragon B8. I think 8 is the wood one. Can be 9, I'm not sure. But for the wood dragon I'm using him. And yeah, if you have the right lineup, you can even use him for CVC because he has a very high gem quality. And yeah, his passive is a Predator, so he's hitting harder there as well. Then we have the Fire Naser, obviously only used in Titans. These are her gems. It's just some random gems. If I get some defense on HP gems and some HP on defense gems, she's totally fine. She don't need resistance as well. She gets taunted 2 times and then the resistance is not needed anymore. So yeah, all I was caring about is getting some defense. Then we have a defense gem with some HP. Other stats are not important. And the HP gem with some defense. Like I said, other stats are not important. So overall, she's really, it's easier like that. 97k HP, 3.3k attack, 3.5k defense. She's really surviving for a long time as well. Yeah, I think she's best used as a variant, so you can use her leader skill. The Fire Succubus is not gemmed at the moment, but I still think she's a very decent fire attacker, especially because her skills are based on crit rate, which I really like if you are having the gem quality. It directly means the skill is like a 100% skill if you obviously have 100% crit rate, but with the right gem quality, it's no problem. The HP siphon is really good. If you are farming story and you are on like, I think mine was even on attack HP crit rate on the ruin set, she was healing like 70k, a lot more than her HP, than the defense down with the critical hit. So it's like a 100% crit rate, 100% defense down for 2 turns. A very good leader skill with the HP lead, can be used everywhere, and she has really good books. Even increases the heal, and this one is really good, that she gets another turn. So yeah, I would use her for Titans if you don't have other attacker. Maybe better than the Beth, but I'm not sure. Fire Beth is really good for Titans. Obviously you can use her in Arena, CVC. And then I have the Fire Yaksha. I'm not that much of a fan of him. I don't want to use this skill. 80% 2-turn attack down is really nice, but I'm not a fan of the blind. The chances are not that high, and I already have a word with blind, and the blind is not such a great skill. So in my opinion, the best combination of debuffers is the Naser and Odin. So yeah, because I had the copies, I did her and him, and he's really doing a decent job. It's not that he's bad, but yeah, I'm at the point where I only want to have the best possible monsters. So as soon as I get the 3rd Fire Wukong ready, he will be out of my Titan teams. Until then, totally fine. As you can see, not a special set. A defense gem would be nice if it has some HP, but it really don't matter. An HP gem with defense and another HP gem with defense. So that means overall he's at 71k HP and nearly 6.5k defense. He's like, he survives forever. Even if the whole other team is dying, he still stands for like 3 turns or so. Yeah, it's sad that he's not getting books, or that he has no books yet. But yeah, it's a Titan monster. Then we have the Fire Cupid. Cupid in general, I would give HP defense recovery gems. Obviously, he's one of the best healers for the Wood Titan. I would go for max resistance if you are using them on the right side, because you have one less turn that you will get damage of an active. Like, if your left side is debuffed, you will take a passive with the attack, he applies it, then there will be one attack on the right side, one active, and then the debuff is gone. For the right side, you take two actives. So your monsters with the attackers are already squishier, and you take more damage because you're getting attacked by two actives of the Titan. That might be enough to kill your team, or at least your attacker, so I want to avoid that. Therefore, I'm going for max resistance on my Cupids. As I said, they are on HP defense recovery, and I'm obviously trying to get max resistance and whatever. Like, recovery is really nice, defense is really nice. If I can get some HP, it's fine, but I'm looking more for the defense and yeah, resistance recovery. Like this one, sadly, a lot of rolls were going into an attack, but since it's a conviction set gem, resistance, this one has resistance as well and some defense. And this one, HP and resistance. So overall, I think he's totally fine. He's surviving for a very long time. Longer than the attackers, which is really important in my opinion. Like 60k HP and 3.5k defense, and yeah, 5700 recovery, which is decent. This one is on a life set, has some resistance, the crit rate is not needed. Recovery with resistance and some HP. And resistance with some defense. I don't know how much resistance this guy even has. 29, 53, 77. Yeah, nearly 100. But obviously we had max resistance, and that's the most important part. Stats are around the same. Obviously some more HP. I think a bit less recovery and a bit more defense. But yeah, he's surviving longer than the attackers, and that's more than enough. Here is the second Neza, around the same HP defense, with as much defense substats as possible. Here is the defense, some resistance, but the resistance is not needed. This is a bad one. And a defense gem with like unimportant substats. Then we have the Cura. I think the Cura normally don't has to be on max resistance. It depends where you use her. On the right side, some resistance is more important. On the left side, I think it's not important to have resistance there. Even if she's getting taunted 2 times, there is no way, no matter what Titan above 100 or so, that your debuffers and healers are dying with one passive and one active. This will not happen, so the resistance is not that important there. Getting substats is much more important in my opinion. Yeah, this one is a recovery gem with resistance and HP. An HP gem with defense, resistance and recovery. This is a good one in my opinion, because this is exactly what we are looking for. Defense and recovery on an HP gem. And this one is resistance only because I don't have a better one. So yeah, this Cura is on 55 HP, 4.4k or 4.5k defense, and lots of recovery. 6.5k recovery, which is a lot. This one is a bit worse in my opinion, but these two, if I'm not totally wrong, wait, let me take a look, not that I'm talking some shit. Where are the other twos? Yeah, I think these are left side ones, because they obviously have a lot of recovery. Yeah, this one is on a broken set, totally fine if the substats are okay. For example, this one, lots of defense, resistance and recovery, so why not? Same for this one, lots of defense and some resistance, exactly what we are looking for. This one, same, resistance, HP, defense. Yeah, obviously another Titan monster. Yeah, then we have the Water Victoria. For now, I won't use her, because for me she's only a Titan debuffer, and at the moment the Seedler is better. So I'm waiting for the skill books here, some are missing. If she's fully booked, she's on 80%, 80%, then she will be better than the Seedler, obviously with a better leader skill as well. And then I will change the Seedler into the Watervik. Gems will most likely be HP defense. Water Yuki, yeah, one of my first monsters that I got. Currently, you can see the gems are really bad. I'm only using her for TOC 55, so I don't need good gems. All she has to do is survive until the end, and then zap the hell out of the Odin. I wouldn't use her on any other content. You can use her obviously for Golem B10, but there are better options. Water Shelly, obviously, since I'm playing for a very long time, not every monster was available at the beginning. This was one of the stronger Fire Titan monsters, and in general, the Water Shelly, in my opinion, has a really strong skill set. Like, for example, for CVC, if you are going for attack, HP build, you have the 100% defense down, and if there is a water monster somewhere, she will destroy that one. Like, I don't know, a water purse, for example, or water Surah. So, yeah, for me, Shelly in general is a really strong monster. You can use her CVC. For Arena, she's too weak already. Titans, obviously. But be careful with Titans, it's an orb magnet. So you might end up without a defense down. It's like she's getting every orb. Yeah, can be built in a lot of different ways. Like, you can go for more offensive versions, you can go for more defensive versions, you can basically give her all gems, like without including recovery or so, you can give her all gems. Then we have the Water Succubus. She's like, let's say, a light version of the Water Arthur, but Yeah, as a 4-star, her SP bar is getting full faster, so she has a small advantage in that, but sadly you need a crit rate gem because the skills are crit rate based. So yeah, overall I really like her. It's really like a light version of the Water Arthur. You can see I'm using her on a Pugilist set with crit rate and resistance on, I think, HP defense crit rate. Yeah, some resistance and some attack just because I don't have a better Pugilist gem for her, and that much attack is not that bad. Like, her attack is not that high, but why not? It's a gem where it's really hard to get gem quality, so you have to use what you can get. Sometimes I'm using her for arena if I'm going for a full Pugilist set or pure Pugilist lineup. And yeah, for example, I was once fighting 5 Dark Mihos, was it, I think? Or 5 Dark Mihos and a Light Succubus, so this lineup was dealing a lot of damage. And yeah, my normal team had really problems with it, and I was unlucky, so I thought, why not change it? Then I was using a complete Pugilist lineup, and the opponent was basically not able to move. Plus the attack down obviously is really decent as well. If you think she's too weak for the arena, obviously you can use her for CVC. For example, she's on my CVC defense. Yeah, I think there's only one build, and that is HP defense crit rate. If you can get the Pugilist set, very nice. If not, okay, then use a different set. But I think she's really starting to shine with the Pugilist set. Then we have Fire Cura. She's not gemmed since the rework of the Titans, so she's still on a lot of resistance. Yeah, a recovery gem with defense and resistance. The resistance not needed that much anymore. I think you can focus on getting substats that make her more tanky. An HP gem with resistance and recovery. Obviously recovery is not bad because her base recovery is extremely low. And a defense gem with a lot of recovery and some resistance. So she's totally fine. Lots of HP, lots of defense, and usable recovery. Yeah, obviously a Titan monster. Don't care about the first skill. That would mean you need at least 5 turns to get the full SP bar, and you really don't want that to happen. Then, yeah, obviously that's the reason why we are using her, the attack up for 3 turns. Where do you want to use a crit gem? There is a crit gem on, this is a defense one, HP, and this is the crit rate one. And obviously for her, you don't want the crit rate, because she has no crit based skills. Yeah, you mean the fire one. I'll talk about the fire one later. I will explain why I'm not going for crit rate. Then we have the Water Seedler. Yeah, at the moment, in my opinion, the best double defense downer, and this is exactly what, if you are in the late game, let's say late game, which you are looking for, you will most likely have some Indras, and yeah, obviously Indra has the OP attack down with 80% for 3 turns. There's no other monster that has a crazy skill like that, combined with a Courageous Strike. Obviously, he's a real machine, so we need the defense down. He lost a bit of his touch, in my opinion, because it's really hard to get leader skills for the Fire Titan. And therefore, the front needed the max the max resistance, and it was nice to have the leader skill. Now it's nice to have, but there are lots of better leader skills because you don't need the resistance in the front anymore. So we want the double defense down, and Siedler has the best double defense down. Yeah, gems obviously double HP and the defense gem. Try to go for as much substats as possible. If there is some resistance, this is fine, so you will not take too many zaps, but it's not needed. Get some effective substats. I would say effective on an HP gem, obviously, is defense and recovery. If you get resistance, totally fine. If not, I think this gem is totally fine with the recovery and the defense. Then we have the defense gem, recovery, resistance, and HP. Totally fine. And the HP gem with... Oh, wait, I'm talking some shit. The recovery, obviously not. We are on Siedler. I was at the Cotine all the time. Cotine the Ribbonus. Now, obviously, there is only one substat that, or two, let's say two. For example, the HP gem needs defense. If you can get some resistance, fine. If not, no problem. The defense gem with some HP and resistance, totally fine. And the HP gem with defense, fine as well. So as you can see, she has lots of HP, at least for a water monster. Most water monsters have a lot less effective HP than, for example, fire monsters. 70k HP on 4.4k defense. Obviously, the Siedler is living forever. Yeah, I think the common use is for Titans. If you want to use him or her, whatever this thing is, for, let's say, for example, the looping dungeon at the moment, I'm using one of those Siedlers because it's not bad to have the leader skill, double defense down. You can, if the Siedler has some decent resistance, you can use him for CVC, for example. So, yeah, has some uses, but obviously the most common one is as a debuffer for the Fire Titan. Then we have the Water Ribbonus. I'm really a fan of the Water Ribbonus because she mixes two roles, the debuffer and the healer role. If she's booked, 65% attack down for 2 turns, plus a heal. The recovery up is nice to have, but nothing special. But it's a really good leader skill, a really good passive combined with a heal. That means with that monster you have the advantage that you can go for a double healer on the left side, for example, because the Cotine is not only healing, like, for example, the fire element has some really good healers, but they have no passive. Like Cura has no passive, Cupid has a usable one, but obviously it's far weaker than a 2-turn attack down. Or, yeah, whatever. 2 turns, 65% is really massive. Plus a heal, which means you can use two healers. In the end, this means you can use one more attacker, which in the end means you deal more damage. So yeah, obviously HP, defense, recovery. Stats are fine, don't be fooled by the recovery. She's getting some... yeah, like 30% more heal. And it's like a skill multiplier. So this is more than 30%. But yeah, you get what I mean. The number is not that low as it seems. And yeah, same story for every healer. What are we looking for? Obviously, the resistance is not needed that much anymore. If you can get it, it's a nice addition. We are looking for the recovery and the defense. And this HP gem has it. For whatever reason, it's a ruin one. Kinda sad. A recovery one, resistance and HP. Don't forget, this was before the changes. So I was still trying to get some resistance here. I was able to change some gems. When was it? 2 days ago? Yeah, 2 days ago, but I don't have too much time. It takes like 10 hours or so to change the gems around. So I wasn't able to do it for every monster. So some are not on the gems that I want to use. A defense gem with a lot of recovery, HP and resistance. Obviously, this is a very nice one. So in the end, we have recovery, HP defense, and wait, like this, nearly 50k HP, 3.7k defense, and 3.8k recovery, which is not that much, but don't forget, skill books give some more recovery, so she's totally fine. Thanks, Jabale. Then we have the Watasura, one of my early monsters as well. I was using him like forever. This is still the same gems that I had easily over a year. So I really have never touched him again. Nowadays I'm not using him that much anymore. I think I have him in my CVC defense just because he's really annoying there. Well, I'm not getting attacked much there, but I think you get what I mean. He's really annoying. You can use him for arena offense, arena defense. He lost some of his touch, obviously, because the game progressed, but he's still usable. Try to go for as much crit rate and resistance as possible. Getting 100% crit rate is really nice, so you don't miss the chance to apply the stun. And a 100% chance for a 2-turn stun obviously is really nice. Combined with a single target predator active, that even with that much attack, the opponents will still feel it. Yeah, as you can see, I was going for HP defense crit rate, 100% crit rate, and like 73% resistance. Some gems are even 5-star ones. Like I said, this one is really old. Lots of resistance and crit rate. It's not even a bad thing to have him with 5-star 5-star gems. Yeah, it has the resistance, it has the crit rate on an intuition set. This is all that we want. So yeah, why not use a 5-star one? Then we have the defense gem with the resistance, some attack, and crit rate. This one could be a bit better, I'm sure. I have a better one here somewhere. For example, this one obviously is much better. This would mean I can change one of the other gems that has more resistance, for example. But yeah, no need to change it. The gems are still totally fine. And the crit rate gem with 15% resistance. I'm probably sure I have somewhere a crit rate gem with more resistance and maybe some other useful substats. But as I said, it's not needed. He's fine like this. He has the crit rate, he has the resistance. This is all that we need. I think nowadays the only content where I'm still using him is for the last stage of TOC. It's very easy. You use the 2-turn stun against the vampire. In the meantime, you can try to apply some defense downs and kill the side lanes. And the moment you have killed one of the ads, you can hold the vampire in the stun lock and then just kill him. But yeah, he's still in my CVC defense. Then we have the Water Siren. I only have her because I'm lazy ass. Normally, even in the front lane, I would go for Ribbonous Cotine, but since I'm lazy and I'm waiting for the 4th Indra, I just use what I have, one of my first monsters obviously, and yeah, still using her. She's on HP defense recovery, max resistance because, yeah, before the rework, so she needed max resistance. So yeah, the video will be available after the stream, obviously. So if you miss anything, you can just watch it again. The defense gem with resistance and HP, obviously now we want to have HP resistance, yeah. And yeah, obviously recovery. She has a lot higher recovery base stat, and she has the books. I don't need the books, I can heal up for 100% of my monsters. So wait, I can't heal it for 100%. It's the double lot lane, but it's still fine. And I'm not attacking the Water Siren anyway. I'm getting confused. The Fire Titan anyway. At least not that much. Then an HP gem. For some reason, all these gems seem to be ruined. Yeah, a resistance. I would have like probably 20 or 30 better gems than this, but it's not needed. And the recovery one with defense and resistance. Like I said, don't be fooled by this. You don't need that much resistance anymore because he only zaps. Yeah. I think most used content is the Titan, but you can still use her for CVC. If your opponent is using some fire monsters, put in the Water Siren, she will heal herself up with the books even more. And yeah, he will hit the Siren forever, so no problem. Then I have the Water Jeanne, one of the first monsters that I was able to evo 3 as well. I was using her for a very long time. When her first skill still was on crit rate, I was using her on crit rate HP defense. Nowadays she don't need the crit rate anymore, so you can go HP defense, or if you want to have her more like a bruiser, you can go HP attack defense. Yeah, but stat wise she's really good. Skill wise, if you are playing manually, the skill set is totally fine. You probably will see some of my clan fights where I'm still using her. She has the leader skill that we want, the attack up, and 2 disables, all that we want. She's not that strong anymore because there obviously came some stronger ones, but she's still totally fine. So yeah, I only use her in CVC anymore. Then Cotine. Same story like for every other healer. HP defense recovery. I'm always trying to aim for at least 90% heal. So I don't know, you have probably seen some of my Titan videos and you have seen that I'm fighting for like sometimes 20-30 rounds with one lineup. So obviously I want to bring my team completely to full HP. Therefore a very high heal is needed. So I'm trying to get as much recovery as possible. Obviously if you can heal full, you don't need to get more recovery, but with that you will most likely need some more recovery substats. Obviously Booker, you are getting the higher heal with that. 25%, totally fine. Yeah, and for the substats, like every other healer as well that is part of the Fire Titan lineup, you want to have... Wait 1 second. Not that I'm missing something. Yeah. Like, you want some resistance, some recovery, and some HP on this defense gem. It's not a good one. Like I said, I wasn't able to regem most of them. Resistance here. And HP with defense, obviously not a good one as well. Then we have another Water Cotine, still on max resistance as well. This is a good example in my opinion for a 5-star gem. Crit rate, resistance, attack. Don't really has to be on a healer obviously, but I used it for the resistance. So yeah, why not use a 5-star one if the substats are right. A defense gem with resistance. Like I said, don't get fooled by that. This is still before the rework and the Cotine needed the max resistance, not like it is at the moment. And yeah, HP and resistance, sadly no defense. Another one in the front. These two were in the, or are in the front. As you can see, this one is not max booked. Obviously all we want is the increased heal. I don't think with the 10% higher skill multiplier that Water Cotine will suddenly turn into an attacker, so yeah, save your money. Yeah, same story for that. Resistance and HP and defense, this is obviously a good one. HP with defense and resistance recovery, another very good one. Defense with resistance. Yeah, max resistance, but as I said, not needed anymore. Then we have the first Terrier. He's on the front lane for me as a debuffer. The moment I'm getting the 4th Water Indra, I will switch it completely. Both LUTs will probably be out of the lineup. He's still really decent. As you can see, 80% and 70% booked, combined with decent stats. Like, yeah, an HP gem with recovery. I have to keep that in mind, because this is a really decent gem now for one of my healers. An HP gem with recovery, and a defense gem with resistance and HP. In the end, you can see that he has a lot of effective HP, like 90k HP and yeah, 2.4, 2.5k defense. This is really not bad, and don't get fooled by the low defense. In combination with the Water Cotine, the defense is still fine. So yeah, decent Titan monster with high resistance, obviously can be used as a bait in CVC. For example, if you're getting attacked, or if you're attacking someone that has 2 or 3 fire monsters, he will tank them forever, has the chance to defense down, and yeah, let you attack other monsters that are a bigger threat to you. Wood Banshee, I think I used her for, I think, the first half year in the arena lead, because they weren't that much better and resources were limited. Nowadays she's still fine, but there are better options. She has the books now, but yeah, that's not enough in my opinion to use her again. Booked, that would be like 30% moral boost and 70% defense down, which is really fine. But if you are at the point where you are able to max book her, you normally have better options, but she's still fine. can still be used, for example, in CVC. Yeah, gems in general, you have a lot of different ways to use her. Like you can go for a crit rate version, you can go for a more balanced version, a glass cannon build, you can go for attack HP, you can go for crit rate HP attack on a siphon, on a ruin set. So yeah, as you can see, I was going for double attack HP with some crit rate and some resistance subs, like that. These are not special gems, just if I want to use her somewhere, that I'm able to use her. Then we have the Wood Leo. As you can see, I have two. At the beginning for the CVC, obviously I needed monsters, and I used him as a Titan debuffer as well. Obviously because his skill set is really decent. Has a usable leader skill or a really good leader skill. The defense down and the attack down, totally fine. Sadly, his skill books are really not what I was wishing for. At least they should have given him 80%, 80%. Because there are so many Leos that are good. The fire one is good, the wood one is good, the dark one is good, the light one is good. So you have to think about whom you want to give these books, and I decided for the light one. So obviously no chance to give him books. He's still a decent leader for the arena and obviously for CVC. He has a lot of decent advantages. Look at his stats. This is net 5 level, 30k HP, 2.3k attack and over 3k defense. Another really good advantage of him is that he's generating a lot of blue orbs, which is obviously annoying if you are fighting him. Yeah, can be gemmed, for example, HP defense. This one is more like a cheeky version with HP resistance crit rate, an attack gem, and I think this is even another attack gem, just for the lols. This is the normal one, I would say. I'm using him on HP defense attack with as much resistance as possible on a pugilist set. As you can see, some are even 5-star, but it really don't matter. 8% HP, that already means he's on the same level as a 6-star gem with 21% resistance. So totally fine. Another one of the 5-star gems, 21 resistance, that's all that I want. And a 6-star attack gem with resistance and HP. The most important thing obviously is that I'm getting the pugilist stance out, which makes him really annoying, because as a 5-star small HP bar, generates a lot of orbs and has 2 annoying skills. Dark Garuda and Dark Nightmare, no squares, all diamonds. Yeah, HP defense for the Nightmare. And for the Dark Garuda, you have different options. Obviously the strongest one is crit rate, HP attack, or if you think his stats are fine, crit rate, attack on a ruin set. But yeah, I would give him a crit rate gem, obviously because he's a dark monster. And yeah, then either double attack or attack HP. By the way, I think Dark Seekler is better than the Dark Garuda, so if he's not Evo 3, you might want to use a Seedler. Just compare them to each other and see whom do you like more. Then we have the first Thor. He's on the back lane with only one healer, so I'm using him on the leech set. HP, attack, crit rate. Yeah, obviously I'm trying to get as much crit rate as possible, and whatever subsets I get then is just a bonus. Like, for example, this one is kinda nice in my opinion. Decent crit damage, defense and attack. Yeah, this is a 5-star HP gem. I don't know if I have a better one. Oh, this is healer. Probably not. I'm saying probably, yeah, probably not a better one. Yeah, in my opinion, since he needs the crit rate, you have to go for the crit gem, and then you can decide for whatever you want to go. I use an HP gem and an attack gem. The second Thor, he's on the front lane. As you can see, his substats are kinda nice, nearly max crit rate and max resistance. I think this is important for the front lane, because otherwise you will take the attack down and you will only hit for half the damage. I want to avoid that, so I'm trying to go for max resistance. And obviously you need the crit rate as well. So he needs a high gem quality to use him on the front and still do really good damage. This is the HP gem. This is not even that good. Don't know if I have a better one. No HP gems. This one, by the way, is really nice. The second one, a crit rate gem with defense, attack and resistance. Totally fine. And an attack gem with HP resistance, crit damage and crit rate. Obviously a really decent gem with only use for substats. Then we have the Pinolo. I'm still not able to use him in the front because obviously 2 days ago I wasn't able to regem him. He's still on the back lane on an HP attack defense build with, yeah, I'm aiming for as much crit damage and crit rate. If you see this, it is 72 plus his leader skill. Yeah, 90%. This is the first one. Crit rate and lots of crit damage. A defense gem with crit rate, crit damage, crit rate, resistance and attack. This one is perfect. All that we want. Full offensive stats that we are able to get, and even some resistance, so we have a bit higher chance to avoid the seal and directly deal more damage. And the HP gem, obviously a really nice one as well. Some crit rate and lots of crit damage, all that we want. Sadly no attack substat, for example, but still totally fine. Yeah, he's on the back lane at the moment, as you have seen in some Titan videos. Then we have the Janna. Same story with her. This is a front lane one. Hello everyone. And yeah, she's max booked. As you can see, 75% attack down for 2 turns, which makes her much better. The 2 turns are really game changing for her. So yeah, since she's on a crit based Courageous Strike, you need the crit rate. I'm using a broken set, 99% crit rate and 77% crit rate on crit rate, attack, HP gems. Yeah, same as for every other Courageous Striker normally used for Titans. Like, here's the attack gem, crit damage, crit rate and HP, lots of crit rate, so this is a good one. A crit rate gem with crit damage, HP and resistance, totally fine. And an HP gem with crit rate, lots of resistance, all that we want. Sadly, there is some resistance missing. This is like a thorn in my eye. I would like to give her max crit rate and max resistance, but it's not that easy. It really needs a lot of gem quality. Maybe a bit better crit rate gem, but I don't think I have one at the moment. This was no. Yeah, then we have the Hana crew. The Hanas in general have a very high gem quality. Yeah, they are all obviously on HP, defense, recovery. I think I want the max resistance on the right side. For the left side, resistance is good, but you don't have to go for max resistance and sacrifice other decent substats. So this is a front lane one. Like, as you can see already from the stats, that she has decent substats. 56k HP, 3.6k defense and 6.6 recovery. Heals a lot. And obviously max booked, so this will be even more heal. Yeah, defense, HP and resistance. Recovery, resistance, defense. HP, incredible amount of recovery and resistance. So yeah, she's decent. Obviously, even better with max books. So even she's having the 80% defense up instead of the 70%. And 25% more skill multiplier for the heal. Then we have another Hana. This is another one of the right side. These two are on the right side because I want to have both Hanas on max resistance to avoid the seal, so that if the right side is taking two actives, that I'm still able to heal. Yeah, she's not that strong. As you can see, this is, for example, not a gem for her. This would be a perfect gem for a front lane Pinolo. Perfect set, perfect crit rate and resistance, and some crit damage. If I regem the Pinolos, this is probably one of the gems that one of them is getting. But yeah, for now, the resistance is fine. Here we have some resistance and lots of defense. Really decent gem, especially that we are able to get the max resistance. And another resistance gem with like nothing, but that's totally fine. As you can see, we don't have endless gems, so we have to decide for some sacrifice. Then we have another Hana that is on the left side. So the left side has the debuffers. The debuffers have more HP and that stuff, so I want more recovery here. As you can see, she's like, let's call her a healing fortress. Over 7k recovery, while still having the HP and defense. As you can see, this is like 100% defense, over 100% recovery, and yeah, let's say 70-80% HP from subs and main stats. Like, for example, this one is really nice. Has resistance and lots of recovery on a decent set. Oh, I have much more than 48 Hanas. I have them for a very long time already. At some point you get those net 4s. If you play long enough, you will have them as well. Then we have the recovery gem, not that strong, but usable. Has the defense and the resistance, and even to some point the flat recovery and defense. Will most likely not make a difference, but well. Then we have the defense gem with the recovery and the resistance and some HP. Perfect gem, lots of recovery, all that we want. Yeah, sorry, I can't answer every question now, like how you farm superstones faster. You farm them faster if you run the stages faster. There is no special trick behind it. Farm the stages faster, you get the materials faster, therefore you will be able to craft more superstones. There is no best Valkyrie, best Barona obviously is the water one. The wood one is very nice as well, but I think it can be changed, for example, with a water Arthur, while you can't switch out a water Barona because there is no better one. Indra is kinda different. It's kinda hard to answer those general questions, like how you farm something faster. In MSL, everything normally has the same rate. Like, if you're asking me how you farm a monster faster, I can only apply, like, farm the stage that you are able to clear with the fastest runtime, because you can farm, like, 100 runs on normal, you get nothing. You can run 2 runs on extreme and get 2 legendaries. It's really luck based, and the rates are on all difficulties and on all maps the same. So it's the same for the superstones. There's no general way. Farm the stage that you are able to clear the fastest. Take a look which materials you still need and run that stage. Like, it's really hard to answer something like that. Then yeah, this is the first Hana. The second one is really a monster as well. What do we have for there? Over 7k resistance as well. She has even much more HP herself. And yeah, obviously some defense, but she's nearly on max resistance. So yeah, for example, this one. This is just the perfect gem. This is really just the perfect gem. 4 rolls, 2 into recovery, 2 into resistance. That's all that you want on a usable set. Another HP gem, resistance and lots of recovery. Perfect. This one is still fine. Recovery gem on resistance and HP. This means she's basically on max resistance with crazy amount of substats. So they will heal a lot. Then we have the Phibians. Phibian normally should be used for Titans, obviously, but yeah, you can, for example, use them as a bait in CVC. Like, if your opponent is using some fire monsters, bring in the Phibian, he will tank you forever, and in the meantime you destroy him. Same with this one. Obviously, like every other debuffer, double HP defense. On the HP gems you try to get some resistance and defense, and on the defense gem you get HP and resistance. Same like this one. Resistance and defense on the HP gem. Defense, resistance and HP. Obviously the HP rolls are lower. Or for example this one, it's really not a bad gem. It's like nearly 30k resistance. So I honestly give a fuck if it's a 5-star gem. Look at his stats, even if he's on, I think this one is on double defense. This has to be changed, obviously. I want him on, wait, I can't accept this. Let me see which one I can switch out. Yeah, if you have bad runs, obviously you have runs where your debuffing side is living like 20 turns longer than your attackers, but these are exceptions in my opinion. They only have one healer, so Normally, if you are not too unlucky, they live around the same. Like the right side has a 2 healers, so they will get healed more, while the left side has much more effective HP, so they don't need that much heal. In general, they live around the same. Obviously, one is dying before the other. But I'm not fine with this. There are no decent HP gem. Let's take a look. I really have some gems that I don't like. And for some reason, I have lots of defense gems that for some reason have lots of crit rate, but they are not as good as HP gems, so it sucks. Like, as you can see already, I think this is a decent defense gem, 27 crit rate. Was it the second one? Okay, an HP one, that's nice. Another defense, over 20. Another defense, 20. Another defense, like good crit rate and lots of crit damage. But I don't need them. Another one, 20 crit rate, crit damage. Another one, 20 crit rate. But nothing that I want to give the Phibian. This one maybe. I think this should be fine. Yeah. We just use this one. Should be. Yeah, this looks much better. This one as well. Defense, HP, defense. But for now, we stay with him because he has lots of subs here. Then we have the Raiders. I'm really a fan of the Raiders. My frontline has the advantage. Oh, wait, 1 second. Not that I have to attack the Titan. Fuck. I missed my Titan. Okay, let's go back. Oh, Ref, you're really an idiot. I answered it. I said, in a normal run where the RNG is not too bad, they live around the same. But yeah, obviously you have runs sometimes where one side is living much longer than the other side. Like, for example, if the left side is getting all the heals while the right side is getting no heals, I'm sure the left side will survive 20 or 25 rounds longer than the other side, but these are exceptions. So normally they should live around the same if the RNG is not too bad. Then yeah, we have the Raiders. Double attack down, only useful booked. Like that, 50% for 3 turns and 70% for 2 turns. I really like him because of the 3 turns. The active obviously is a very decent one. And yeah, because the attack gem will not make a difference. For example, if you are giving this Raiders with 1.8k an attack gem, he gets like 700, 800, 700 I think. Attack. You can even give him a flat attack gem and that is better. Or for these. It's just not worth. You in the end you will deal like, if you have a decent run, you will deal like, let's say 300k more damage, but the average run you might need the HP, so that 1 or 2 turns later the healer is getting the orb and you can heal up. No, not every damage counts. At least not on debuffers. Like, you really get nothing from it, while you have the danger that if you don't have a decent orb distribution, you might die, while my debuffer that have one more, let's call it effective HP gem, a defense gem or an HP gem, might survive this and help my attackers, which in the end will maybe result in 3, 4, 5 million more damage. So yeah, I think it's too dangerous to give him an attack gem while you only run one healer. Yeah, the Raiders, I really like him because the wood element has lots of other attack downers, but that are still usable. Like, for example, he has a 50% chance here, which is not that much, but he has the attack down here, which is a decent rate. What happens if you miss the attack down for 50%? I still have 2 Hanas, that means at least 2 times 60% chance to save my ass. And in the front lane, where I use the Raiders, I still have the wood Janna, which in the end means another chance to have 75% for 2 turns. So that means I have 4 attack downer. So if the Raiders is missing the 50% one, okay, there are still 3 other chances. If I miss all 4, the Titan is still attacking against defense up. So if it's a lower Titan, I will not feel this damage. If it's a higher Titan, I'm still able to survive a turn. But if I hit the attack down, I'm safe for 3 turns. Yeah, then the Mio Wings, sadly, there is still no better attack upper than Mio Wings and Grabek. Both of them have no skill books, which means the attack up is only for 2 turns, which is a lot worse than the 3 turn ones, because normally you don't get an increased damage from the turn it's used. Yeah, another Titan, healer, HP defense recovery, and yeah, try to get all of those 4 substats on the gems, like for every other of those. Then we have the Victoria. I don't think she's strong enough for the arena. I don't like her. You have to book her that she's able to deal a damage that those dark monsters are feeling. But my books obviously are going into the water one, and I really don't need her. Like, she's not profiting from the attack up, the Mihos are not profiting from it, and the other ones neither. So yeah, she has very decent gems, as you can see. 11k defense on 81% crit rate and 59% resistance. This is really good, as you can see. Lots of crit rate, lots of resistance. The second one on lots of crit rate and resistance. And the third one, this is really a very good one. 32 resistance and 13 crit rate, totally fine. Yeah, you get more damage pre-70, but where do I try to get my records? Over 70. So yeah, I'm sure the HP gem is better. You might have exceptions, like if you get obviously decent substats, or for example if you are using a Fire Shinobi lead, but Normally I think the attack HP crit rate built on Ruin deals more damage just because you survive longer. Like, much longer. Yeah, obviously Victoria can basically used everywhere. Single tank for GB10, Arena, CVC. Yeah, decent monster. Story as, for example, where's my second one? Here. On a Siphon set, for example. It's not that good as an attacker, but still fine. Has the leader skill, which might let your attackers get full HP bar sooner. Then we have the D'Artagnan. Yeah. Standard Ruin set, max crit rate, double attack. Can be used for golems, arena, CVC, titans. Obviously this one is the same. This Mowgli is the same. Attack, attack. Yeah, that's how you pronounce it. It's French. D'Artagnan. Yeah. The Mowgli, really a decent monster. Like, has the Hunter against Dark, has the Dark Predator, which in the end is not bad. Even the Dark one, I think, can be used for Arena, because you will often face those light monsters. So he will have those two skills. Then we have yeah, it's D'Artagnan. Then we have the Light Indra. Yeah, you can just say Dart. The Light Indra, he's really nice. Overall, in my opinion, has the decent defense down for 3 turns. Has the crit damage lead, which is really nice. Can be used as a Titan leader. I think it's not limited, right? Yeah. As a Titan leader for golems, for story mode, like everywhere. Then I have those Snowies. I took some gems away at the last gem reroll. So yeah, basically you can gem Snowy like whatever you want. Attack, attack, HP, triple attack, 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 HP, attack, crit rate, HP, attack, attack, crit rate. Like everything, just give him a bit of offense and then whatever you want. Same with this one. Took another gem away. Syra lost all her gems to, I think it was the D'Artagnan. Has to be gemmed again, obviously. Same with the Jellion. All these monsters are normally used, yeah, can be used for Titans, obviously, especially the Syra. Can be used for story mode. She's a decent Siphon carry. Then, yes, if you have her on the Siphon set, obviously she's decent in TOC as well. Like, yeah, obviously she needs to be gemmed, but I would like to use her in CVC, so I will give her probably a Ruin set or some other attacking set. You have to be careful with the Jellion. As you can see, very low HP, very low defense, so make sure that your opponent has no dark monster like a Dark Miho. Will probably one-shot the Jellion, but other than that, a 100% chance for 2-turn seal, and the same story with the defense down. So if you can make sure that she's not getting attacked, she's really strong. Then I have the Light Noel, the Rudy. As you can see on a Ruin set, a Pugilist set. Yeah, used in my defense in CVC. Has the SB Siphon, which is really annoying, and the stun. Obviously the stun combined with the Pugilist is really annoying. Has lots of defense and decent HP. Like a decent monster, so why not use it? You can use her as bait, obviously, for Dark Titans, for Dark Monsters. Yeah. Decent monster overall. Light Medusa, just because I have her. As you can see, she is not even on attack gems. Sometimes I use her as a stunner, while still be able to bait the dark monsters away from my other attackers, so they are attacking the Medusa. Yeah, a second Light Knight on a Siphon set. Try to go for triple defense and get as much crit rate as possible. She will never be as good as a pure attacker on a Siphon set, but if you don't have that, she's totally fine. She has the attack lead, which is really good for your other attackers. And yeah, just a Victoria. Light Siren, I don't use her anywhere anymore. She's not as good as the Light Hannah in my opinion. She's getting full faster, can be used in a more tanky arena lineup. But yeah, I think you have to avoid the recovery then. You have to go HP HP defense to let her survive for as long as possible. But other than that, yeah, CVC obviously can be used and stuff like that. Then we have the Odin. Odin is Odin, right? As you can see from the HP, she's basically living forever. For some reason, my Odin has more recovery than defense. But yeah, try to go for triple HP with as much crit rate and resistance. Like I did, crit rate, resistance. If you can get defense, it's a very nice addition, but crit rate and resistance is more important. Same with this one, crit rate and resistance. And same story with this one, resistance and crit rate. If you get crit damage, very nice. If not, it's not a problem. So in the end, it looks like this. Totally usable. Then we have the Hana, the Miho. Yeah, it's mostly the same for all these. Just that you can use the Odin in, for example, DB7 as solo tank. And other than that, these are monsters that you normally only use for arena. The Miho hits harder, so she can be used for different stuff. Like you are able to use her for TOC, probably Colo, Dragons. Yeah, this is the first one. Also on triple HP. Crit rate and resistance. Crit rate and resistance. And crit rate and resistance. Obviously those subs are nice, but not that much needed. Here we have the second one. she's a bit more on resistance. I would like to balance a bit more out, but other than that, at least she can avoid most of the Thor shocks that you will face in the arena. So if you hit a bit less, no problem, but at least she's able to deal the damage while she's not shocked. So yeah, obviously since it's one set, the gem quality is a bit lower, crit rate, resistance, defense, crit damage. And this one is nice in my opinion, crit rate, resistance and defense. So in the end we are at 40% crit rate, 78% resistance. Totally fine. Then we have the Dark Snow White. Yeah, let's just say she just destroys everything that is light. As long as the opponent is light, she will destroy it. Like, yeah. I'm trying to get some resistance as well. If I'm facing those annoying light monsters like the Light Thor in CVC for example, you can make use of her in Dragons, in the arena probably as well. She's hitting hard enough to destroy those. Yeah. Double attack, crit rate, and I'm trying to get some resistance. Then we have the Dark Sealer. It can basically be used everywhere. Don't get fooled and attack the light monsters. Normally he's the one that allows you to go for the monster that is the biggest threat for you. For example in the arena or CVC. Like, you're not forced to go for light just because he's a dark monster. You often get lured into it, but he's hitting every monster for the same damage, basically, with the elemental edge. So yeah, give him the crit rate so his skills will function, and then you can decide want to give him an HP gem or double attack, up to you. Yeah, mostly used for this, but can be used everywhere with such a skill set. Yeah, then we have the first of the Hammer Boys. Like, try to go for as much crit rate, and if you can get some resistance, it's fine as well. If you can't, no problem. All of them are on double attack crit rate. I might try to go for HP attack crit rate to see how long they will survive if I give them a defense up healer. If that on average will be more damage than the pure glass cannons, because the glass cannons against higher titans obviously only survive for a turn. Yeah, then we have the Dark Sura. He's on HP attack, nearly on max crit rate, even without a crit rate main stat. Yeah, can be attack HP if you have those substats. Attack crit rate, HP, attack crit rate, whatever. Make use of his skills that he's not dying directly, and he's able to heal up. Wait, my Titan. Is that mine? Oh, mine is the next one. Guess we have to attack a Titan after that. Okay, I have to keep an eye on the Wood Titan. When he's dying, I have to destroy the light one. let's continue. Where were we? At the Surah. Yeah, Surah can basically be used everywhere. Why not? You can use them for Titans, you can use them for story, to clear stuff like TOC, Arena, obviously, CVC, everywhere. Then we have the Monas. Obviously, they are just perfect for Ruin sets. As you can see, the crit rate is not that high because my Siphon sets suck, but I have lots of them. Yeah, a 5-star one with crit rate. Yeah, resistance that is not needed. And another attack one without any crit rate. Then we have another Thor, same story, attack, crit rate. So he's hitting his stuns, stuns his defense downs and courage strikes. The first Dark Cat. As you can see, I don't really care too much about this one at the moment. He's on max crit rate, like 200 crit damage and 6k attack. Double attack would be better, but yeah, guess I have to use it like that. Sometimes you can't choose. He's used normally only for GB10, for DB10, and he's dealing enough damage for that, so he's fine. Then we have, let's see, yeah, like I said, can be used everywhere. Obviously, if you have the Ruin set, use it. If you don't have it, you can do it like I do, because I don't want to waste gem quality somewhere, because I have far too many monsters for that. So I'm just giving him an intuition set. He has the max crit rate, he has the damage, so why not? Then we have the Dark Cold. Yeah, I only use him for Titans. For that I want to let him crit, and that means attack, crit rate. He's one of those monsters that you can use as leader with, yeah, for example, defense down and the Predator on a single target. Hits really hard as well, so this is totally fine. Then we have, let's see, the second Mona on, yeah, Siphon set as well. Same story. This one just has the crit damage instead of a second attack gem, because this one has more crit rate. Double attack would be better, but yeah, you can't choose sometimes. Then we have the Syra with a crazy nice gem slot. Yeah, so basically normally you should go for the crit rate, because yeah, it's a dark monster. You want the max crit rate on a dark monster, or at least lots of crit rate. I can't offer that for the Syra yet, so I choose a more balanced build, HP attack defense with crit rate subs. So yeah, why not, right? Can be gemmed like attack, crit rate, attack HP crit rate, or even like that. And obviously, if you have decent slots, you can even use a Siphon set, very nice Siphon farmer. Then we have, let's see, the Wild Fang once was another Siphon farmer. I'm not using her anymore since then. It's a her. Or I knew it's a her. Or once it was genderless, but then they changed it, so now she's a girl, right? Okay, then I can continue. Then we have the Kokomaru. He's another leader for the Light Titan with the attack down and the blind. Perfect skill set for that. And much more important, the leader skill. Attack power for dark monsters, and we are using the glass cannons. So yeah, try to give him as much crit rate as possible. Some crit damage, for example. Attack, just a glass cannon. As you can see, this I could directly bring the Kokomaru to 100% crit rate. Is it worth it? I don't think so. I mean, 200, 300k for like here and there 20, 30k more damage. It's really not worth it. But yeah, don't get fooled by the balance. And yeah, if you want to use him on a glass cannon front, make sure that the Kokomaru is dying with the other monsters, so that you will reset the blessing buff. Then we have another Kokomaru. I have two of them because once they were really decent as normal debuffers for Titans. So yeah, now most of the RGB monsters are better than them, so I just gave him HP defense and can use him in a CVC lineup where I want to bait all those light monsters. You really face light teams often, so just put in the Kokomon and 3 other attackers like glass cannons or whatever and try to destroy the opponent. Then I have 2 Froskies. I normally don't use them. This one is in my CVC defense, not even booked. I'm not getting attacked anyway, so I don't need to waste gold here. Yeah, as you can see, mine is on crit rate HP. It's really not needed. You can go HP attack, HP crit rate attack. It depends how much substats you can get for the critical hits. Yeah, another one. This one has much more crit rate, defense, HP, so basically this one lives forever. Decent for CVC offense, for example, where you want to bait your opponent into attacking him. Then we have the first Dark Victoria. I have her like forever. So yeah, I think the first rebirth I got her. And she still has the same gems and don't really need better gems. Normally I only use her for DB10. While obviously with those stats you can use her, for example, as leader for your CVC teams. Like a crit rate gem with resistance. Some attack obviously is nice because she's balanced. An HP gem with like some substats. Obviously the most one that you want is the crit rate, but getting some resistance, for example, if you are using her for CVC is nice as well. You don't want those annoying light Thors to go for you and shock the hell out of you. Then we have the defense gem. As you can see, it's a 5-star one as well, but with those substats it's like 30% really decent substats on an intuition set. Why not? Oh, my Titan is up. Let's go. Yeah, it's time to show you what they can do. This time I want to try to use a different lineup. Let's switch these two out and use 2 heat. Wait, damn. This is light. Then I will probably see a water one. So I'm using a wood lineup. There. We will switch these two out and bring in, let's say, this one out. And this one out, and we bring full Hanas. Hana, like this. So yeah, basically I'm hoping to get at least one heal, so that I'm getting the defense down, defense up. Like that. Sadly the Thor was getting... Oh, the other Hana got one as well. So I think the front will fight him for a bit. Obviously a blind would be really nice, but life is hard. We have both into Hana. Next turn we can get the blind. No one died, that's really nice. As you can see, the Hana is healing them completely full. Yeah, that was unlucky now that everything goes into the annoying Kokomaru. They really like to avoid it. And the Rudy as well, so I have to hope that this Hana is hitting the attack down. Oh. Yeah, some of them are still alive for some reason. Yeah, I can go for the dark one as well. But I don't know, I probably can't kill it. Or... I can try to use the fire lineup, that might be enough. So basically I have a water team and a fire team left. The fire team deals a lot more damage to the Dark Titan. And the Fire Titan team can probably kill the... What means probably? Easily kill the Fire Titan. Oh, I like this song. Yeah, this will take some time. The Hanas are having her own fight. But the front was able to deal nearly 9 million damage. This will really take some time. They don't want to die. And one of them is always hitting an attack down. The song of... Wait, let me see the name. It's DJ Quads with Missing Someone. I can copy you the full name. I really like this song for a license-free one. Yeah, as you can see, the Hanas are still having fun. Oh, Hana, what are you doing? Yeah, for a license-free song, this is really nice. It's like a mix of some classic and new beats. No, kill this damn Hana now. It takes too much time. Next time I will just use the glass cannon. Oh, I hate you, Thor. That's really not nice. But at least to the blind. Again into only one. At least no attack down for him. I need an attack down. Oh, Hannah. Hopefully they are not dying. Well, that was a lot of damage, but no problem. With the defense down, yeah, that's enough. Always into Thor, fuck you. I think that lineup might be able to break the 20 million against the light one. So yeah, now you have seen one of my LD lineups. 15 million against an LD Titan. I think it's still nice. Yeah, 20 million obviously would be really nice. Let's continue. Darkjack has really bad gems in general as well, because she has only one content or one stage where I'm using her. That's TOC 55. She don't need damage, she don't need anything. Just give her a bad set so she's healing a bit, and yeah, you still have the chance to zap all that you want. In general, not a strong monster. There are just many better monsters. Once was the only passive healer besides the water purse, so at that point she was still decent, but not anymore. Then we have the Dark Kraken or Caesar. Yeah, not the best set. I would like to have 3 of those gems. I don't know if I have them, but yeah, for example, this one is not good enough in my opinion. I probably have something better. Or maybe not. Basically, I would like to have lots of crit rate and lots of crit damage, just because it's fun. I really don't need the Caesar anywhere, so why not? I just killed the Light Titan. Then we have another defense gem. I'm pretty sure I have a better one here as well. So yeah, I think she's on my CVC defense, but yeah, again, for some reason I'm not getting attacked there. Dark Medusa, not that good anymore in my opinion. You can't use her for the Light Titan like you can do it with the Kokomaru, because Coco is balanced, so you can go for a more offensive build like this one. No, this one. So she once was the best neutral debuffer, obviously not anymore. So yeah, I made her 60, but I don't use her anymore. You can use her, for example, for CVC, give her HP defense, and yeah, then this works. But I want to hear that song before, that was really cool. I think it's this one, yeah. For some reason it's kinda catchy. Come on. Then we have the Fire Ifrit. As you can see, I'm using a triple attack. He only has one reason or one usage, and obviously that is farming story as fast as possible. For that you give him a Siphon set with as much potential damage. Yeah. And that's what I'm doing here. I don't have a decent crit rate gem to bring him on a crit rate that I would like, so I'm using triple attack. Same with the purse. Obviously really good for GP10 if you have no Raiders lineup, so why not? This means she will not destroy every wave in GB10, but you can make sure that she will be full for the golem and directly start zapping them. This is the second Wukong. He's on HP attack with decent crit rate and crit damage. As you can see, this is decent. Crit rate, crit damage, HP, what do you want more? An attack one that is not that good, but for some reason I don't get a decent third one. Only HP gems. But for example, this one is missing the crit rate. Yeah, life is hard. This one is just perfect. I want 3 of these. This is like the perfect gem. Lots of crit damage, lots of crit rate, and even 2 other useful substats. So yeah, this one obviously is a really nice one. Then we have the Secret, obviously another decent farmer. You can use him in the arena, but if you are using him in the arena, don't go for the Siphon set. You will most likely not have a decent gem quality for the Siphon gems. So make sure if you want to use him in the arena, just use, like, for example, a Ruin set. Then you are going for attack, HP, crit rate. But yeah, I think he's best as a story farmer. He will be full in 2 turns, and after that he will stay full with the elemental advantage. Yeah, then we have Arthur. I think he's still decent. He's not as good as he was, because obviously every idiot has resistance in the arena. But I'm using him, for example, in my arena defense, in my CVC defense, I think. And as you can see, his stats are really high. So why not, right? Then we have that asshole where I'm missing a second one that I somehow never get. He's on HP attack crit rate with decent crit damage as well. Like an HP gem. For some reason I don't get any decent ruin gems. As you can see, for example, on this one. 2 rolls into recovery. Like, what the fuck? But I really have no other one. 1 roll into attack, 1 into recovery. You don't even know how many I have sold already. Defense gem, obviously good. But as long as it's not a defense gem, it sucks. Like this one, in HP recovery. An attack one, it's usable but obviously not good. Then we have this one, for example, 21% crit rate, totally nice, but obviously 2 rolls and 2 defense. It's like, every gem is like that. This one obviously is really good. For some reason I have very, very good crit rate gems for the ruins, but the attack ones are really sad. Yeah, obviously he's, yeah, a Titan monster, but you can, for example, use him for DB 8, I think. 8 is the wood one, or 9, the wood dragon. He's dealing lots of damage, has a single target with the attack down, which is still very nice for the Titans, for the dragons. Yeah, and obviously for the Titans, he's a real monster. Then we have the bird. Obviously she's a Titan monster. This is a backlane bird. She don't need the crit rate, so it's totally fine like this. Has HP, attack, and defense. If you are critting, nice. If you are not critting, still fine. So yeah, a very decent Titan attacker. Then we have this guy. I haven't used him like in ages. So yeah, just another fire attacker. Like 50% of them. He's still fine, but nothing special. Mostly CVC in my opinion. The second vert, she's on the front with the double healer. So in my opinion I don't need the leech set. So I can go for a more offensive version. As you can see, attack, crit rate, and HP. Then we have the other 2 Curas. Yeah, lots of recovery, lots of defense, lots of HP. If you can get some resistance, fine. If not, no problem. You will take 2 taunts, and after that, the Wood Titan is not going on nerfs anymore, so totally fine. Both are like that. Yeah, and obviously don't go for crit rate for this skill. The best use obviously is for Titans, and you don't want to wait 10 turns for your healer to heal up, so this skill is useless. Then we have the Odin. I'm only using her as a debuffer for the Wood Titan, and obviously for that an Evo 2 is totally fine, as you can see from her stats. 113k HP. Oh wait, that's the Evo 3. Let's not overdo it. Let's say like over 90k HP and over 4k defense. She's surviving forever. So yeah, try to aim for the defense gems on resistance and HP. HP you want defense and resistance, but yeah, it's really not needed for the Odin because she has so much HP. Then we have a Sparkit, obviously a Titan monster. And let me drink a bit. So yeah, as you can see, he once was on nearly max crit rate and max resistance. I had to take away 1 gem, so he's now on 86% crit rate and max resistance. Why is he on max resistance? Because I couldn't regem him, and he still built against the stun fire titan. You don't have to go for that much resistance anymore. Go for a ruin set if you can. But yeah, his stats are still totally fine. He has lots of HP, he has the attack, he has the crit rate. So yeah, like I said, a ruin set would be better. This is still fine. Yeah, if the dark is coming up, can you tell me? Then we have the second Sparkit. This gem was too sad to go for plus 15. I don't know if I have a better one. Yeah, this one for example. I don't care, he will get this one. Okay, the dark one. I have one big disadvantage against the Dark Titan, and that is that my fire lineup has no resistance for obvious reasons. But for the Dark Titan this is really bad. Let's see how much damage I can do. Hopefully I get lots of heals. If not, I will no defense down. But at least I'm getting the heals. I'm already in. Oh, come on, crit. Only one silence, totally fine. Defense down. But now these annoying defense downs are starting. Attack downs. No, defense downs. Oh, he couldn't even kill the shield. No attack down. No. Don't kill me. Ah, I survived. Now double heal and they are full. Oh, that was a super active. Go hit that Titan with your stick. Did you ever thought about it? His stick is growing and then he's hitting the Titan with it. Yeah, there's the attack down, the heal. For now we are still fine, not dealing that much damage, but still fine. What you have against that music, let's change it then. This sounds good, it's the same. Yeah, it's DJ Quads again. The other song was really nice. Or another super active. Attack down! No! No heal! They're surviving, but I can't heal. I'm losing at least the word now. The Wukong. Oh, fuck you! They would have survived both if I would have gotten a heal now. Ah, fuck. fuck you. 3 turns in a row, no heal. That's kinda devastating against the Dark Titan. They might have survived against the Wood one, but obviously not against the Dark one. Let's hope the backlane is doing fine as well. Backlane has much more damage potential. Obviously, the healer is getting every orb now, so I can't finish this. Next turn, Cura will get another orb. Oh no, that might be enough. Yeah. Let's hope the blessing buff will reset now. Yes. No, she survived. Well, at least defense down. Let's see how much orbs our Shinobi is getting. That damn orb magnet. There we have the first one. Taunt also. Silence, okay, obviously. That's much better. Okay, that's 10 million. Come on, attack down. That's nice. Another orb into Shinobi. No debuff. Another orb into the fucking Shinobi. That's the reason why you sometimes have to hate him. Not even... Oh, fuck you! What an asshole. He's getting like every orb. Oh! Yeah. Very nice. Of course, one into the Shinobi so that I can't hit any fucking Courage strike. That's how it has to be. Sadly, I'm losing the attack up now. Of course, one into the Shinobi has to be. Now that I might need his attack down, I knew it. He will not get an orb. What an asshole. Well, I really felt that attack. Of course, no attack down again. Don't let me one-hit this. Now it's too late after that hit. Might still be enough. No orb into... No! Every orb into this asshole. Oh my god. Yeah, finally. This will probably be enough. Nice. 75 million. This is a new record. $5 million against the Dark Titan. Really nice. Yeah, blame me for destroying that. I still have a team for the Fire Titan 60. You could watch it live if I need help, and I would have paused, so there was no need to go in. So let's continue with the review. Where is the next monster? I think it was the second Wukong. We had this, we had this, we had this, the first Spark Hit. I re-jammed the second one, and this is the first new one. Okay, obviously Indra is a fucking beast. Look at this skill, 80% 3-turn on a fucking Courageous Striker, plus an attack up bleed. This is really crazy. I think there is no other monster except the Fire Shinobi that has a similar skill set. Shinobi has the advantage that he's hitting a bit harder, because even if he's getting the orb, he's using a single target attack, so his damage obviously is a lot higher there than for the Indra that is using the passive. And since the Shinobi has it on the passive, the Courageous Strike, he's hitting the Courageous Strike more often, so in the end he will deal more damage, which don't means that the Indra is bad. He's really, really, really good. Yeah, Clan Battle affects Titans. That's why the Wukong lead is really nice. Yeah. Attack, HP, attack, crit rate, HP, it really depends. If you are going for a Ruin set, obviously crit rate, attack, HP, or crit rate, attack, depending on what you need more or what you want more. I was going for HP, attack, crit rate. This is decent, nothing special. Water Purse. Sadly, she lost a lot of her touch, because in the current arena meta she's not that strong. Often she's not even healing 10%. So I completely re-gemmed her, took away all her gems, and just gave her whatever I wanted to give her. Still usable, but yeah, not the monster she once was. You can better use her with like defense aggression, for example. 3 Dark Sea Star, for example, with the Purse. in general is much stronger because she's healing like 20-30% of a Dark Sea Star, while not even healing 10% of a Dark Miho. So still usable, but far from the beast she once was. Yeah, another Indra. Same story for him. Just that for some reason he has a strange crit damage gem. That's not okay. This is really nice. What if I give him this HP gem? Take away this HP and give him an attack gem. How about that? Might be better, right? Maybe this one. Yeah. This attack gem. Let's take away this sad gem. And give him this HP gem. Obviously I have to plus 15 it. But tomorrow is the Heroes Festival, so we have to wait for that. But yeah, he's much better now. Getting more attack, getting more HP. Now he's decent. Then we have the Watakura. Nice to see that this one and this one is not gemmed. Because if I'm going into the Fire Titan, that might be a small problem. Let's see, what do we have here? A defense gem with... Maybe I can use a set. This one, for example, HP. Defense as well. And recovery. So basically for triangle I have everything. That's some defense on an attack gem, not needed. Recovery. Okay, recovery, everything. This one is okay. That's some recovery. This one is not bad as well. Probably the best. And let's use this one. I hope I haven't made a mistake. HP here, recovery there. Come on, load. Recovery here. Yeah. See. Yeah. Now defense here. Like this one. Yeah. Usable, nothing special. Heal is not that high. I would like to have more recovery here. Oh, I can only attack 60. I don't think we are going for 65, or? The water team is really bad. Let's see, what do we have here? Resistance HP. Resistance defense. Resistance defense, but some more. This is the best one. This one is not bad as well. So I would have a life set HP gem. Maybe recovery and defense. Nope. Okay, that's it for the life set. Then there is still this set left. Let's see which was the good one. Where is it? This one, right? No, that's crit rate. Huh? Maybe I'm blind. I can't attack 58. I only have a fire team left. Water monsters. I probably shouldn't attack 58 with that. Only if you want to laugh, I can use them. Why is this a crit rate gem? Sucks. Oh, crit rate, really sad. That's not good enough. I want something better. How about those? This one is... Wow, that's really nice. Let's hope there is... No, not only one gem. Not even one gem. Then I will just use this one. Can you solo 60? Yep, shouldn't attack 58. This will look really, really bad. You don't want to watch this. So I need defense and recovery. Not even one good one. This one. But it's an HP one as well. But it has a lot of defense. What was the second one? Defense. That might be an idea. This one. Now I just have to find a decent defense gem. At least resistance. Maybe a recovery. Wait, I need a recovery gem. Ah, thanks guys. Yeah, the Venus is already the next project. I need a recovery gem. I hope I have at least one decent one. This is a lot of resistance, but maybe some with defense. Defense and resistance, and can be rolled once more. Resistance. No defense. This one. Now we have HP recovery with lots of defense substats, 3k defense, totally fine. So yeah, obviously both HP defense recovery with the substats that I'm using now. Both are Titan monsters. Don't get fooled by the first skill. You don't want this as well. You don't want to wait 5 turns to get a heal. And yeah, if you get it, you get it. If not, you shouldn't matter. We are using the Cura for the attack up. Another Indra, sadly not Evo 3. I'm missing copies and I'm missing another water one. Same story with him, he's still jammed for the former Fire Titan on max resistance. I don't need that anymore, so I can go for a different build. Garuda, as you can see, this boy is a real machine. He's on triple attack. nearly max resistance, which is needed for the front lane for the Water Titan. Some crit rate, some crit damage, some defense, some HP. And even with minus 10 resistance, still nearly on max because of this boy. As you can see, this gem is really hard. Crit damage, crit rate, and that crazy amount of resistance. Then we have this attack gem. Resistance, crit damage, HP, lots of defense. All that we want to have. And an attack gem with crit rate, resistance, and HP. Perfect set. I like that chicken. Then we have an Incubus. Before the last update, I think Incubus was really nice, but they don't have that decent synergies. And obviously those HP aggression monsters are just annoying. So yeah, I had two, but yeah, I had to regem them. I think both were on a ruin set, but I had to regem them because they are not as strong as before. Now I'm just using them for CVC here and there, but yeah, sadly not as strong as they were. Woodvark. I think Woodvark is my first Evo 3 Net 5. Not as good anymore. She lost her touch with all these HP aggression monsters. Can be gemmed. No, they didn't nerf the Incubus, but they buffed a lot of other monsters. Like, for example, before they were able to fight those HP aggression monsters because of the speed they have from the moral boost. But they can't do that anymore because with all the synergies and monthly stuff that they are getting, like 20% more stats or whatever, monsters like Dark Mio just eat them. So they are not as good as they were before. I have done a video with a triple Incubus shortly before the synergies were introduced, and they were much better before. So yeah, Siegfried, Sigrun, like Valkyrie. I would normally go HP attack because she has a very high attack multiplier. You can obviously use HP attack defense, you can use HP defense. It really depends how you want to play her. I always used HP attack. Was going for as much crit rate and resistance as possible. If you can get the other substat here, totally fine. I don't think they are good fully booked. It's only a bit higher skill multiplier. I don't think that's enough. They would need like 20% moral boost and 20% hunter or stuff like that on the last skill. Like here. Then they might be good again. Now they are just CVC material. Here is the second Pinolo. Sadly he's missing some crit rate, but he's still fine. With his own skill he's on like 68, no 69. I think that's totally fine. His skills are not crit based, so he's still dealing lots of damage. And yeah, he can hit over 1 million per active. If he's critting, he's hitting over 1 million. And the attack gem, obviously this one is not that good, but yeah, no other choice. Then we have the Sansang. It will be automatically uploaded because I'm live streaming this over YouTube. Then we have the Wood Sansang. As you can see, so much HP, lots of defense, double attack down, perfect for Titans. I think in some situations I would go for the Radius more, like with the front that I have for attack downer. It's not really that important that the Radius has to desperately hit his attack down. So it's just a nice addition having this 3-turn attack down. If I don't hit it, I have other monsters that can do that. I don't want this for the Pinolos, so I'm going for the higher chance for the passive attack down. Gems as always, HP defense. If you can get resist, nice, because you want to avoid the seal. Yeah. Light Shiva obviously is really nice. As you can see, this is my solo tank for the Titans, for the Golem B10, and obviously still solo tank, but still can do lots of damage. Not as strong as a Siphon attacker, but still very decent. So this one is totally fine. If you are going for an Arena Shiva, you should go for triple HP with as much crit rate and resistance as possible, which is really hard to get. So yeah, up to you. Then we have the Lilith, so our light succubus, max booked. So this is one of my arena monsters. Yeah, basically HP defense. Try to get as much resistance as possible so that your heals are not getting interrupted. Everything else is just a nice addition. Sadly, she's not on a variant skill, so I can't use her as leader. Because I would like to try out the Succubus lead with, or the Odin Succubus. Yeah, that would be an interesting idea. Succubus, Odin, Leo, and Poseidon. I would try that out. And we will see if this is decent or if I'm failing horribly. Yeah, with that, she can be used everywhere where you need a heal and you need some SP. Mostly this is in CVC or in the arena. Yeah, that's where she really shines. Leo, same story, arena monster. Can be really nice. I hope I can get his books. Now I'm starting to get the skill activations and I think they are really important. On a pugilist set he would really destroy these opponents' teams. Either you are able to hit the 2-turn stun, which is completely destroying some monsters, or if you can at least take one turn of them with the pugilist set. Maybe I'll take away the Fire Arthur gems if possible and give it the Leo, and yeah, I think I will try out HP attack defense. If I'm able to survive 2 Dark Miho attacks, I will sell it like this. If I'm able to survive 2 hits on just an HP gem, which I don't think I will go for attack HP. Yeah, then we have the other ones of the Thor army. Try to go for as much crit rate as possible on attack crit rate. As you can see, they are not on max crit rate for the simple reason that, for example, this one and this one is missing a crit rate gem. Yeah, this one only has the crit gem, missing 2 other gems. This is another one of those sad gems. No crit rate, no crit damage. 2 times into defense, 2 times into recovery. Thank you, Tina. Here is the second Dark Cat. As you can see, I'm using an intuition set for this cat as well. But this one has an HP gem. So this is the reason why I haven't given this cat the variant skill, so that I can see which of them has the HP set and which of them is the glass cannon. Like, there is some stuff where I like to have some more HP, and then I'm using this one. Yeah, as the other cat can probably be used everywhere. Then we have the Dark Janna. Sadly no skill books. I maybe want to go for a second wood one, so I have to save the books. Yeah, still a very decent monster. HP, attack, crit rate. For example, as you can see, this one is on a crit damage gem. If you have other options, don't do this. This is just because I'm not using her that much, so I just gave her some gem. Can be used in CVC, probably even in the arena, depends on how many light monsters you're facing and how high her resistance is. Because the last thing that you want to take is the shock, so that the opponents are focusing her. Yeah, then we have the Dark Venus. Have her for a very long time already. Yeah, she's the healer for the Pinolos. Probably the best healer in the game, in my opinion, with the 80% 2-turn attack down and 3-turn attack up. Sadly, she has no natural higher defense against specific titans, so she's receiving a lot more damage as well, which in my opinion only makes her viable for the Pinolos. Or if you're going for a very, very high gem quality. Yeah, then we have the Dark Rudy, Evo 2.3, because like that he still has the single target active. Yeah, that's another one of my 2 attack downers for the front. Try to get the crit rate, try to get resistance. Yeah, other than that, as you can see, attack. Yeah. Obviously, as an attacker, can be used everywhere as well, but I normally only use them for the titans. Then we have the Venus, obviously not jammed yet. I will go for triple HP and try to get as much recovery as possible. Getting some resistance is nice as well, so I'm trying maybe to get a balance between recovery and resistance. If there will be some defense in there as well, very, very nice, but it's not needed. Yeah, all the other monsters obviously are not jammed yet. There we have the annoying Dark Shinobi. For some reason he can't be a fire one. Can't use him, don't need him because I have 2 cats and a Dark Sura. And yeah, I still need the Fire Shinobi and 3 copies, and then I need still 3 more copies to make him Evo 3. So, end of the story, he will never be Evo 3, so fuck him. I can show you some of my box monsters. Let's go for kinds, so I'm not talking about every monster 10 times. Yeah, Garudas, Fire, I'm not a fan of. Water, Debuffer, that has the potential to deal some damage. Water Arthur, Arena monster. Fire Arthur, more overall usability. Wood, not a fan of. Heals himself, so you need some decent subsets. Fire Sansang, lost her touch as well, same as Water Purse. Water sucks. I have another wood one, so if I might change my mind with the Wood Raiders, I can go for her. Another Fire Leo, have him forever in the box as well, never used him. Artemis, a really strong GB10 monster. With the Zap you will deal with the golem really fast. The 4 Poseidons, They're waiting for the gleams. But I want to see if I maybe can get another Wukong or stuff like that at the Heroes Festival. So that I might be able to Evo 3 him. Yeah. Fusion food. Let's please not talk about the Shivas. They all suck. Wood Indra. Food for fire. Nothing else in my opinion. I have another Cupid ready here if I might want to change my lineup and not use the Cura on the left back lane. But I think the Cura is better. Yeah, another Sura. Never used him, no idea. Some secrets. Obviously the fire one is a decent farmer. Water is a decent Titan attacker. Some other Odins. If I'm able to get another Wukong copy, I will go for the Odin as well and change the debuffing side as well to the same lineup I'm using at the left side on the back lane, like Naza lead, Odin a second debuffer, then the Wukong and the Cura. Yeah, the water one is not that good, the wood one is not that good. Fire in my opinion is by far the best if you are not want feeding them to the LD ones. Yeah, some Valks. I like water the most. Can be used as a decent farmer. In the arena, CVC, I would probably use her for CVC because in most content I have better monsters. And yeah, the good or however you want to see it, the bad point is I'm getting closer to 16. So I might be able to go for an Evo 3 without gleams. Some nightmares. In general, I'm not a fan of any of those nightmares. The wood one on the pugilist set is decent, but I have no problems against them. Fire, I'm not a fan of the skill set. The defense down is really nice in combination with thirst. I'm not too sure on an attacker. Water is more of a mid-game monster. She's fine, but if the resistance is getting too high, she's useless. Yeah, the Wukongs waiting for another one. The wood one is really nice as well. Lots of purse. They are waiting for LD, and they will wait forever for the LDs, so they will stay in the box forever. Have a water and fire one Evo 3 already. I might be able to go for another fire one for the golems, but it's really not needed and it's wasting gleams. Yeah. Wood on Myoji, not that good. The fire and water one are much better. Yeah, second box. I don't like most of that stuff that's in here. Mostly it's net force. Light Surah, not bad. Dark Birdie, really nice. It's like a mix between Dark Miho and Light Succubus, I would say. Not the best mix, but it's still a mix. So she's fine. Or he, whatever this bird is. The Dark Kiki, don't underestimate her. With books, she's hitting extremely hard on the active. Yeah, Raid is one of the best GB10 farmers if you have enough of them. This is probably my first LD Evo 3 and yeah, since then she's in the box. Don't like. Fennec, Can be used everywhere. Kiki never touched. Oh, this is Tanya. This is Kiki, oh? Yeah. Kiki. She's decent, but nothing special as well. Like every other monster here. Most of these are copies or monsters that I don't have a use for at the moment. Like these tigers, for example, are really not bad. But do I need them? No. So I can still continue farming gems instead of leveling them. Same with these sea stars, they are decent, but do I need them at the moment? No. Yeah, I have 2 dark Phibians. Where are they? They are somewhere in the box. I'm probably blind. There. 1, 2. Yeah, then I have 2 dark tigers, the normal one and some variant. Dark Yaksha. Sucks, not the best one. Fusion food. Dark vampire, nothing special. So yeah, most of them are just waiting for some skill reworks or buffs or whatever. And this is a storage box. I don't use any of these monsters anymore. Most of them just carry my pugilist gems, so I have more space for gems. As you can see, most of the level 60s have my pugilist gems, because I had that many gems that I had to stop using them. So yeah, siphon gems as well. So if I basically need any of them, I can put them out. Yeah. Most of this is food. Hoping for a decent rebirth next time. I don't want to do these rebirth just for the gems, because my space is full. So yeah, I hope in 2 weeks we get something decent. Hopefully not Vert, if I'm getting another Wukong, so that I'm not wasting all these gleams on a Wukong. So yeah, we'll see. Yeah guys, in general that's mostly it. As you can see, my arena, I can't show you any lineup. These opponents are too weak. I forgot to change the lineup, so I'm now a bit below the 500. So there will be no interesting opponents. This is the lineup that I'm currently using. The Odin lead, the Succubus that gives the SP, double heal, double light to divide some damage of Dark Mihos, and double Mihos for the damage, while still being tanky enough to survive like a full mono light lineup. Like I said, I might change it a bit to put out both Mihos and put in the Light Leo and Water Poseidon and see how this works out. Yeah, that's it in general, guys. We are done here. Again, thank you for all those subscriptions. Really appreciate it. And this makes the videos fun to do. It's like a motivation. And yeah, that's it for me, guys. And see you to the next video. Ciao.